Crooked Hillary has got this. You might as well pack it up and go home. Donald Trump will never say a chance. Quick show of hands. Who remembers having that conversation? We all did, right? Right? And were they right? No. Were they wrong? Yes. Was the media wrong? Were the polls wrong? Was the FBI wrong? Did they lie to us? Are we going to take that in California when they say we can't win?
What's going on, guys? This is Jeremy here from Weekly Narrative. We're in downtown Sacramento again for the Retake California or Take Back California rally with Travis Allen. We're going to see what's going on out here to see how we're going to take back California. Let's go.
I was born here in Sacramento, and my parents are illegal. Even though they're illegal, I feel like I support his ideas, and I don't think we can have people keep coming in and just come in and be handed some welfare and a bunch of food stamps. I would rather they come in. My mother would have been better off if she would have came in legally, and then she could have had a real job and pursued the American dream better. Instead of right now, she's still at the bottom, and I'm trying to work my way up. I started a company of my own. I was born here, and yeah, if she could have came here legally, you know, she could have done this, and you know, maybe we could have been better off. So yeah, I support legal immigration and stuff like that. Just because my parents were illegal, I don't think it's okay to continue that cycle. Just because I feel like it's hurting the state, and yeah, it's hurting them really, because they're coming in and they have to settle for the bottom. They have to, you know, be paid low wages and all kinds of stuff like that.
So Travis Allen's kind of the first step to taking back California.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. The turnout today, I was here in July of last year, and there was a third of
Really?
people here. Oh yeah, dude, there was like nothing. But today it was just crazy, and people of all ethnicities, man, I love it. It's people, Hispanic people, African American people. I met a Filipino couple, an Iranian couple, a Jewish couple. Everyone's here because they put being an American over everything else.
Yeah.
You can be everything else under that, and that's what America's about. But what's amazing about it is that everyone has put that above everything else. And I think if we all have that common ground and we're all Americans, that's something that just can't be broken, you know?
What do you think about the event today, Ben?
No, it's good. I'm a huge Trump supporter. I want to turn California back around, and Travis Allen's the only one who really has a chance. The frustration that I have is we've got a bunch of other people running on the Republican ticket that are just going to divide the vote, and with the top two system we have in California, unless we mobilize behind one person, it's going to be a Gavin Newsom Villaraigosa race. So I support Travis Allen. I want to see him win. But again, the only way we do that is if we coalesce, we get the conservatives to go out in mass and get people off their ass.
I believe it was only like 45% of Californians that voted for President Trump. And the rest were Democrat, but you know that's
a high number.
Yeah,
that I would have thought, you know.
Yeah, that's a high number. So like I said, and this was a year ago, so I think we've done a lot of improvement. A lot of people have come out. We have turned a lot of Bernie supporters onto our side. We have turned a lot of Democrats. I've known personally Democrats that I have talked to them about the issues that President Trump has brought on the table. The same things that Travis Allen, that is running for governor, has brought to the table. You know, I've informed them. I've, how can I say this, just related to them all the facts, and you know, I've had a lot of people tell me, you know what, we're gonna give President Trump a chance, and seeing Travis Allen out here almost speaks like President Trump as well, you know, and if we could,
very similar.
Yeah, very similar. If we could keep the momentum going, I think we can really turn the state around and make it a conservative. Yeah.
Can you explain what your sign means to me?
Well, basically, it's derail, which refers to the high-speed rail. Kim Jong-un for our current dictator, and it's a train wreck because it's a total waste of money, total waste of taxpayers' money, I should say, and we need to build something the state really needs, like Travis mentioned earlier, water storage projects. This is the epitome of the liberalism run amok that I've observed in the last 30 years.
I hate to use this word, but I mean, Jerry Brown's a despot, man. He cares more about his legacy than the safety and security and the future of Californians and the education system and our law enforcement and our children. I mean, Kate Steinle, she was killed on Pier 39, died in her dad's arms because San Francisco is a sanctuary city and this guy had been deported 5 times, came back every single time. The blood is literally on his hands. The guy who came from Utah, because it wasn't a sanctuary state, came to California, murdered 2 sheriff's deputies, and then murdered a motorist and laughed about it in court. He came here because it was a sanctuary city and he knew he couldn't be deported.
It's a really uphill battle with the media, the educational institutions, and Hollywood all fighting for one party. You know
Absolutely, but the difference is we have logic and truth on our side. When you look at most of the leftist arguments, they fail. I mean, perfect.
I've been to a lot of events. There's not a lot of logic and rationality.
No, there's not. They end up running out of arguments and they just start name calling. When you actually talk about the issues, most Americans, even if they call themselves Democrats or whatever most Americans tend to be more conservative, or libertarian, want more freedom, less government, want to be able to raise their family the way they want to raise their family, don't want to be their money, their production stolen and given to somebody else. It's a matter of actually articulating those messages and getting to those people, which is why I love what you and a lot of our citizen journalists, independent media do. We actually get out there and have those conversations that the mainstream doesn't do.
Right. What do you think, if you were to give a few of the top challenges that California faces right now, what do you think some of those would be?
I think one of the main challenges is the corrupt politicians that we have right now in office. We have Governor Brown, we have De Leon, we have all these mayors in all these cities across California that voted for sanctuary states, sanctuary cities, and they're really putting us Americans under the bus. So I think those are the biggest challenge. That's the biggest challenge, along with their lies. I mean, they're very good at lying, making everything seem like they're going to work for the people. But in fact, as we've seen through experience and through the time that the Democrats have been in office, they haven't really done anything for Californians. So I think that's the biggest challenge. So that's why we want to drain the swamp in our country, but not only there, but here in California as well.
Draining the swamp out here in California.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Awesome.
So I think that's the biggest challenge, yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to say?
Oh, all I want to say is I love Trump, and we're going to turn California red.
There's a lot of illegals here also that come and do a lot of crimes.
Right.
Like I don't know if what's that guy's name? Something Baracas in San Francisco. I think he killed like 3 cops. He killed like 3 cops, and he's in court, and they got him. He's laughing at the victims of the officers, and he's saying he's saying he wishes he could do more when he gets out of jail. He's going to go do it again, and they caught him sleeping in the courtroom.
We need some common sense restored to government. It's long since left. With the Democratic supermajority we've been living under for so many decades now, they basically run amok. That's why I refer to the governor as Kim Jong-Brown, because he has a lot of similarities to Kim Jong-un, because he has...
Is he launching missiles?
Well, short of that, but in his philosophy of wasting the taxpayers' money on whimsical projects that really have no value to the people who are supposed to benefit from them, he's just gone off the rails.
Maybe we can spend some of that on helping the homeless issue or fixing the roads or whatever,
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So much. Thanks for the support. Awesome.
I appreciate it. Look,
Thanks,
it's
Travis.
easy when you're telling the truth from the heart, you know what I'm saying?
Very genuine, man.
It's what you got to do. Look, the bottom line is we've got a whole state to save. There are more of us than there are of them. If we all turned out in 2014, we'd have a Republican governor now. That's what we're going to do in 2018.
Can't wait, man. I donated. I love you.
You guys rock.
We love you.
Thanks for your support. Let's go fight and let's go win.